Okay, this is fixing my creamy tomato sauce, Italian tomato sauce. Right now what I have in here is I'm sauteing one medium onion and a good sized clove of garlic diced, and you saute them in two tablespoons of olive oil. Now I'm getting ready to add 1 can of, that is one full can of Italian stewed tomatoes. Okay, look at that. Isn't that beautiful color? Okay, just let that cook for a minute. You know, start bringing it to some heat. Alright, we got that. Now we come over here and we're going to add 1 tablespoon. We're already here. These are my seasonings. I got 1 tablespoon of dried basil leaves, 3/4 of a teaspoon of white sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/8 teaspoon of black pepper. Okay, we got it all mixed together. Now I'm getting ready to put it in here like that. Okay, and we're gonna season this up real well, or stir it up real good, and we're gonna let it cook. So once it, all right, see that? Ah, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? All right. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we're going to set our timer, which we did, and we are good to go for 5 minutes. I think, yeah, here we go, 5 minutes. All right, we got to let this boil. I'm going to reduce my heat down to, well, on mine, of course, you can see it goes by number, so I'm going down to a number 7. I don't want a hard boil on this stuff, but I would like a nice boil, okay? So we're going to boil that for 5 minutes, and then we're going to add 1/2 cup of heavy cream, which is right there, and we're going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. And these are we're going to remove this from the stove top. Excuse me. And we're going to stir that in there, mix it in there real good until the butter is completely melted, and we know that the cream is blended well. And then we're going to take it off the stove as it's going to put it back on, and we're going to let it simmer on low for 5 minutes. Okay, we'll get back. You see a beautiful product when we get done. Okay, we're recording again now. I've just removed it. See, when I said cook it for about 5 minutes, what the 5 minutes does is you want most of the liquid to evaporate. All right, as it's cooking, which this has has evaporated a lot of the moisture. Okay, now we're going to add our beautiful heavy cream. Okay, and our 1 tablespoon of butter. And all we're going to do with this, it's good. My hands are in the way. I don't want my hands to be in the way. We're just going to mix it up real good, okay? We want to get it so that the butter, hold on. Make sure that the butter gets melted. I've got my stove still running. I've reduced it down to 5, because now I'm just going to simmer it for 5 minutes. Bring it to a little bit of a boil, under 5, and then we're just going to let it simmer for 5 minutes. And basically, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that great? That's a great color for this sauce. Yeah. And what we're going to do is we're just going to put this over some pasta and probably some fennel. All right, a little bit of butter there still melted. All right, now you just want to stir this occasionally, not a lot. And here we go. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to bring this to a little bit of a boil, and then just let it simmer at that boil. On mine it's around medium heat. And for as I said, once it starts to bubble, I see it's bubbling, then I will turn my timer on again, and we'll go for 5 minutes, okay? And there you have it. We already have 1 little batch made. I make them in small batches. I don't make them in big batches. And that's my first batch there. Isn't that great? Look at that. See all that beautiful seasoning, and it tastes absolutely wonderful. So get yourself a box of fennel and get yourself some diced tomatoes, Italian style, and some oregano and basil leaves, and some butter and heavy whipping cream, and go to town. All right, and as my favorite chef John would say, enjoy.